So this is Trek to Yomi on PS5, and this clip you're seeing here is at the end of Chapter 3, where you're going to be facing off against the big bad boss for the very first time, and it's here where you can actually earn a silver trophy. So this is me on the right hand side here, and on the left is well, I can't say his name, so I'm just going to call him Jim, and if I can defeat Jim without taking any damage, I will unlock the silver, no, that's not possible trophy. And well, he doesn't look exactly friendly, does he? So let's just see how this fight goes. So at this point you can probably tell I'm fucked. I screwed up and I've been killed by the boss. But, well, that's okay. I'll just simply restart the checkpoint. But you see that little save icon down there? Well, as soon as you get killed in this fight, the game automatically auto-saves your progress. And if you were to quit out of the game at that point and try and just resume from where you were, you'll find that upon reloading and continuing, it will actually put you at the start of the 4th chapter. So you only have one shot at this boss. Otherwise, you'll have to do another playthrough. What a load of bullshit.
That one bullshit PlayStation trophy.
The annoying autosave isn't the only bullshit part of this trophy, as the fight itself is also really bullshit. You see, this is a fight that happens at the end of Chapter 3 of 7, and it's a fight that you are meant to lose, as you are supposed to actually die here as part of the game's story. So for this reason, the boss is given an abundance of health, even when playing on easy, and they can also deal a lot of damage to you very quickly, killing you outright in just seconds into the fight. Now, if you're like me on your first playthrough, you'll probably die right away before you can even get to grips with the fight and the boss's patterns and attacks themselves. And thanks to that dumb autosave that can easily catch you out, it means that you are locked out of the trophy and this fight for the remainder of that playthrough. Now, granted, you will need to play the game 3 times through to unlock all the different ending trophies, but that autosave immediately as you get killed still feels really cheap and unfair, especially when you take into the fact that there are no chapter selects or additional save slots for you to be able to reload. Now, by far the best way to go for this trophy is to do it on your easy difficulty playthrough, and be sure to quit out of the game as soon as the fight starts and back up that save file to a USB or the PlayStation Plus cloud. That way, if you do die or get hit, you won't have to replay the chapters 1 to 3 to try this fight again. Now, I know some people will say that's cheating, but backing up your save and then re-downloading it every time you fail this trophy is just a much easier and less frustrating way to try and get this trophy, because replaying chapters 1 to 3 because you failed 30 seconds into a fight isn't fun, because that'll probably take you a good hour or 2 to get back to that point, and then the fact that you can die within seconds, it's just not worth the hassle and frustration doing it that way. So just back up your save and save yourself a whole heap of trouble. Now, the other bullshit thing about this trophy is that we have to beat this boss without taking any damage throughout the whole fight, and this is a fight, bear in mind, where your attacks don't do that much damage to this boss thanks to its massive health bar. So it's just even more awkward than it would normally be just fighting him naturally, because you can't take any damage, you can't mess up at any point throughout this fight, and that just adds on the pressure, and the tension ramps up a notch, because you know that one wrong move can end up getting you caught by the enemy's attack, thus voiding this trophy and forcing you to have to restart again. And trust me, you will, as you attempt to try and work out what the best way is to defeat this boss without getting hit. And thankfully, if you do realise you have been hit, you can just pause the game and reload the checkpoint, so you won't always have to reload your save file from the cloud. That is just a safety net if you do happen to get caught out by the boss and killed outright. Now, the mistake I made during this fight was just being too aggressive and trying to just take him out as quick as possible, as that's not how you're supposed to do this fight. You're supposed to take your time here and slowly chip away at his massive health bar, because if you're going all guns blazing, or rather swords swinging, your stamina meter will drop too far down, and when he does his attacks, he'll end up hitting you even if you're blocking, because you'll just be too tired, thus getting damage and voiding the trophy. So the best way to actually beat this boss is to learn the bullshit trick to it. It's basically a fight that boils down to the same move over and over again, striking when following a set pattern and just repeating that until he dies. So as soon as the fight starts, you want to run towards him and parry with L1 and follow that up with a triangle heavy combo attack. As soon as that second hit lands, press right and circle to roll away from him, and then immediately hold L1 as he comes towards you. He will then unleash a flurry of attacks and just keeps on hitting you, but you'll keep on blocking him even though it looks like your stamina is about to run out and he could easily finish you here and then. He suddenly just retreats and allows you to just slowly build back up your stamina. What a dumbass. So now you can just repeat the process again, running towards him to bait him to attack, and then parry it with L1 and following it up with the triangle combo before rolling away and holding L1 as he comes towards you to block his flurry of attacks. Then once your stamina reaches about 10% left, he'll back off, allowing you to recharge your stamina and then move in for your next attack. And you just repeat that process over and over and over again until you finally defeat him. Yes, got him. So the No That's Not Possible trophy is basically a bullshit fight that you are meant to lose against a bullshit boss that has way too much health, with a bullshit way to defeating, all the while avoiding a bullshit autosave that can screw you over and force you to replay 3 chapters to try it again if you haven't backed up your fucking save. And even more bullshit is, when you do finally defeat him, you get that secret ending. However, it lets you continue on to the next chapter where you've already died anyway, so what was the fucking point? I don't know. And that is why the No That's Not Possible trophy gets a bullshit trophy rating of.
Alright, here we go. Let's go! Shit! Oh, Alright, hold on. I'll see if there's an... Oh, shit!